And so offenders who are deported, and sometimes on those deportation flights, I'm afraid it's inexcusable that they've been attracting the support of some of the organisations that basically have prevented their removal. They have committed serious offences, and my honourable friend has already made the case around those individuals, and I'm afraid the party opposite would use social media, particularly around some of the flights that I was involved in, to basically campaign on behalf of those individuals and say that they were their constituents and they had a right to be in the United Kingdom, despite the most heinous and appalling crimes that they had committed. So the removal of FNOs, foreign national offenders, is necessary for statutory reasons and for public safety reasons. Their removal is in the interest of the victims of crime. I have met, Mr. Gray, too many victims who've been assaulted and abused by foreign national offenders, and we must put their needs first. The needs of the victims must always come first. They are vulnerable people whose lives have been destroyed and shattered by FNOs. They're traumatised. And you know what? They're even more traumatised. They relive that trauma all over again. When they see members of Parliament, celebrities, the media, BBC so-called expert witnesses, as exposed by the Mail on Sunday this weekend, campaigners and lawyers backing the rights of criminals over them. The victims should be supported, not these dangerous FNOs. And we've seen the consequences of what happens when deportation flights are blocked. I used to have to deal with the consequences of them, and I had to deal with those deportation flights that were cancelled because of mutinies by passengers, but also because of the way in which the left and they would lobby in particular. So to conclude, Mr. Gray, it is absolutely right. I think that the country knows who are responsible for stopping those flights and stopping the removal of those FNOs. And I would just like the Minister, in his summing up in particular, to just speak very clearly about what is being done now to circumvent and stop those mutinous passengers, to stop these lawyers, to stop people in Parliament as well, campaigning to prevent the removal of FNOs and to ensure effectively that the victims of these crimes are protected and they see justice by seeing the removal of these FNOs.